Ignore the bugged flames quickly. The thrusters are my favorite part of this thing. They look kind of like the thrusters on space rockets, and they'll expand or contract, a bit like my dog's rear end when he has to go potty. And they'll expand or contract, a bit like my dog's rear end when he has to go potty. And they'll expand or contract, a bit like my dog's rear end when he has to go potty. A bit like my dog's rear end when he has to go potty.
Okay, we're back. Sony Vegas is working. We're going to take a look at LNG's video that someone just sent me. Title is, I'm quite surprised by Halo's new updates, but the thumbnail is, stop playing Battlefield 6, sad face. So, it's a real short video. He's desperate for views. There's nothing to talk about in Halo. He's got to talk about Halo because he's paid to talk about Halo. He's in the Forerunner program. He's on the payroll at 343. He's got to make content. He's got to find some way of spinning this as good news. And so, credit to him. He's doing that. He's got to, pay for his wife's hair. He's got to feed his dog. So, he's got to get the likes on the video. He's got to get the views. He's got 200k subscribers now. 18,132 views. So credit to him for doing that, but let's face it, the game is fucking dead, LNG. Let's just face facts here. And if you weren't paid to make positive videos, you would not be making them anymore. Let's just be real here, because you've made some of the most negative videos about Halo 5 and Halo Infinite, even when you were off your meds or whatever you want to say. Okay, so let's just go through it, and I'm just going to give my opinion about his take on it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay?
Halo Infinite got a new operation this week, and it's called Shadows. There's a lot to this content drop. A bit too much to go over without it sounding like I'm just reading a list of patch notes.
How can it be a bit too much to go over? What do you mean? Like, just go over the whole thing, because there's hardly anything in it, really, right? Go over the whole thing.
So I'll leave a link to Halo Studios' official blog on everything that's included down below.
Right, okay. What you betting we're not going to find hardly fuck all anything else in that, right? He's going to highlight the main points, right?
It's a lot of stuff. Let's start by talking about the new Sandbox editions.
There's that word again. Thanks, Favin, for ruining every video we have to watch these days. Sandbox edition. Why don't you just say new fucking weapons? You can't even say that, though, because they're not new weapons. They're old weapons. But we're going to get to that.
Weapon variant called the Vestige Carbine, and a brand new vehicle, the Falcon.
Okay, so first of all, the Carbine originates from Halo 2. This is just a Carbine with slightly different damage modifiers, right? Carbine was even in Halo 5. Carbine was in many games. Halo 3, blah, 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 right? Carbine's not a new weapon. It's called the Vestige Carbine. It's still the Carbine. They didn't really do anything with this. Again, the Carbine could have been in the game from day one. Why are we adding weapons nearly 4 years after launch when nobody's going to care? Why even bother? There is no point in adding anything. The frickin' Falcon was found in the game's code literally, I want to say 6 to 8 months after the game released. It has been sat in the game code for years. Okay? Even if it was 2 years after launch, it was found in the game code. It was found in the game's code, right? It's been found in the game. Modders found the Falcon, have used the Falcon, and have accessed the Falcon already. That content was in the game pretty much from day one. And it was just now being released to people. How does it take 4 years, almost, to get a fucking Falcon that's already in the game's code to work in multiplayer? Yeah, you're going to put a positive spin on this. The game is fucking dead. It is 4 years old. It is 2025. The game came out in 2021 in like, I don't know, September, October. It's August 25. It's 4 fucking years later. 4 years later. It takes 4 years to get a Carbine. Imagine if Halo 2 took 4 years to get the Carbine. Or Halo 3 took 4 years to get the Carbine. Reach didn't have the Carbine, but you know what? They never wanted to put the Carbine in. It was a design decision. They didn't wait 3, 4, 5 years to put the Carbine in. No, they said, hey, we're going to do the needler rifle. We're going to do the DMR. We're not putting the BR and the Carbine in this game. They did something different. But not 343. No, they've got all this stuff that should have been in the game day one, and they're just kind of slithering it out there, just shoving it out there. What's the point? The game's dead. No one cares. It's embarrassing.
Vestige Carbine is an interesting one, like the Avenger SMG, the Fuel Rod Spanker, and
I
the
have
Blood
no
of
idea what the Avenger SMG is. No idea.
Bond from Halo 5, the Vestige
Okay, so there's some Halo 5 weapons. Cool. No one cares about Halo 5. And no one cares about this game. We'll continue.
Carbine makes use of already existing animations, but with stats so different that it's mechanically a new gun.
I don't care because it's 4 years late for a Carbine. The Carbine should have been the game day one. Why are we still talking about the game? Because you're paid to do so. I'm just here because I needed a video to come back to. Someone sent me this, and I'm like, this is the video, right? This is the video that people are going to be interested in, because this is embarrassing. Why in the hell are you doing this? I didn't even know this update existed until someone sent me your video. That is a fact. I had no idea there was even an update. I don't even know. Because nobody, I repeat, nobody that actually likes Halo gives a rat's ass about Halo Infinite anymore. I haven't touched it since that Firefight update. And then I played 2 games of Firefight. Before that, I didn't play it from when the winter update was, the actual multiplayer. That was 2022. It's 2025. Like, nobody plays this game, man. No one gives a rat's ass. And you're paid to play it. You're paid to enjoy it and paid to make videos. And even if 343 is not paying you, you are getting 20,000 views. That's a decent amount of views to be getting on videos, so you're getting that ad revenue. Right? So even if someone wants to argue, which we know it's a fact that you do get paid by 343, you're in the Forerunner program, all that sort of stuff. Even if people want to argue that still, even though that's a proven fact, you're still getting paid on YouTube to make these videos, right? To put this positive spin on. Because if you put a negative spin on it, you're going to start losing subscribers, because you've built up a fan base of shills, of fanboys. Just like Ripping Heads did before his channel went and bombed because he turned on the game, right? Well, let's continue.
Take a look at it from the side. What gun do you think this Carbine was painted over? That's right, it's the plasma pistol. I was just checking to see if you were paying attention. It uses the shock rifle as its template. That means animations are shared by the shock rifle. So
it's a lazy update using same animations from different weapons and different bits and pieces that's already in the game to create a Carbine, when the Carbine could have been in the game day one, but they didn't want to do that. Same as there's no fucking brute shot in the game, yet the game is completely about the Banished, the brutes, yet there's no brute shots. It makes no sense, this game. All the cool stuff they could have done with the brutes, and they did none of it.
Actually gonna say it reminds me the most of the Halo 2 and Halo 3 Carbine due to the kind of vibe that the scope gives, which is very...
It gives you the vibe of it, yeah? Well, here's the thing. It's 4 years late, man. Those games didn't get the Carbine 4 years late.
Old school Carbine, but it's honestly got a bit of Halo 4 in there as well. The barrel, though, is quite a bit different from how the Carbine is normally shaped, and a community theory that it was inspired by this cut Halo CE weapon was actually confirmed by Unisheck on Twitter. So yeah, this
So, there's a Halo CE weapon that was cut. So that was Bungie's idea. And 343 had to go back through the archives, see what Bungie was doing to get some kind of creativity, because they have no creativity. And they stole Bungie's idea for a weapon, kind of. Well, why? And it's completely and utterly 99.9% a Bungie creation. It is a Carbine, which is a Bungie creation. It's another weapon that was cut from Halo CE, combined with that. It's also combined with the plasma pistol, according to LNG. I don't see it, but yeah, it's kind of it kind of looks like it a little bit at the back there, right? Yeah, okay. So it's like 95% Bungie's creation. It's like a Frankenstein monster. It's like they cut bits off other guns and stuck them together. That's what it's like. It's like a Frankenstein creation. That's what it is. It's got the hands came from one person, and then the legs came from another, and then the head came from somebody else. That's what they've done. It's horrific. And yet it's still just a fucking Carbine in the day. Why don't they just put the Carbine in? Why don't they just go, this is what the Carbine looks like, let's put it in the game. Day one, instead of waiting 4 fucking years to give us this monstrosity.
Carbine's got a lot going into its design, which is pretty cool. Like I mentioned before, animations like screen shake, reload, sprint, and melee are the same as the shock rifle, though the reload speed is sped up quite a bit, and the electrical discharge when reloading it is replaced with some yummy green carbine gas. It's got the Halo 5 carbine reticle, and it's a single-shot rifle that takes 7 shots to kill a player.
How many games did they pilfer from to get this gun? It's got the Halo 5 fucking... I just can't, man. Like, 4 years.
Aiming for the head, and 9 to 10 shots if aiming at the body. And it's got a nice green nostalgic zoom scope to boot. It feels great, to be honest. The Sandbox team tweaked the aim assist and handling values, so combined with the mechanical changes and new look, and it feels like a proper run-and-gun rifle. A subscriber said it might be reusing sounds from Halo Wars 2, but I don't know. What do you guys think? There's currently this mode called Banished Slayer. It's an asymmetrical mode where one team has holographic brute faces, and they're armed with the Vestige Carbine, while the other side are UNSC, and they have bandits. It's really good fun, has a...
Carbines versus bandits. Who cares? Like, that's like, imagine if they did BRs versus DMRs in like Halo 4, or imagine if they did Carbines versus BRs in Halo 2. Like, where's the fun in this? What was the logic like of this game mode? Who gives a rat's ass? It's just Slayer, as far as I can tell so far. It's just Slayer, but one team has one weapon, the one team has the other. If I kill an enemy, within seconds I can pick their gun up, and I'm using their gun, whichever side I'm on, right? If I want to use the other gun, I can use the other gun, right? And looking at this right here, you can carry other weapons, right? It's not just like these guns only. So why is this even a thing? What is the purpose of this? Why not just do Carbine Slayer, like when you used to do DMR Slayer or BR Slayer or DMR SWAT or BR SWAT in Halo 4 or whatever? Why do this fucking nonsense with the fucking half a team has one weapon, half a team has another? This is probably the first time in the game, by the way, you kind of had a red versus blue dynamic, because one team is clearly marked. Right? It's not just an overlay. They literally like clearly marked, more so than they would be in a regular game. So they've literally turned it back into red versus blue without even thinking about it. Because all your like armor set and everything, your cosmetics, is negated by the fact you've got this like brute AI bullshit on your fucking head. It makes no sense. Nothing they do is consistent or makes any sense anymore at all. Not that it did to begin with, but it's getting worse.
Original maps made for it, and it's a great stomping ground for the Vestige Carbine to flex.
How is it an original map? That's clearly like an adjusted take on the pit, right? I mean, it's very similar to the pit.
Its chops. It can also be customized at the weapon bench, but I'm not customizing it yet because I want to get used to its colors and unique materials before covering it with kittens and pink paint and, you know.
Yeah, the gay shit you do in Halo Infinite, yeah.
But now I want to talk about the Falcon.
Something that should have been in the game 4 years ago. Again.
It is a bit rough around the edges at the moment. The flames from the jet seem...
What do you mean rough around the edges? It took them 4 years to patch this in. 4 years, and you're telling me it's rough around the... How can it be rough around the fucking edges, man? Come on!
Seem bugged currently and don't animate, as well as the propellers, which are also a bit buggy. And it also...
Why is it buggy? Why is it buggy? Seriously, why is it buggy? Why is it buggy? 4 years. The freaking shit wasn't buggy in Reach when it came out.
It reuses the Wasp sound effects. This thing was actually leaked about 3 years ago, so it's clearly had...
See, he even admits it. He even admitted it.
Something of a troubled development history, which could explain some of these missed corners. But all...
What? How? No. The fact that it's 3 years ago that it was leaked makes it worse. Because that means it took them this long just to put this piece of shit version out.
Together, I feel like the Falcon has quite a lot going for it. I like the model for the Infinite Falcon. It's not one-to-one with the Halo Reach Falcon, but that's probably by design. I think what they're
Of course it's by design. 343 ruins stuff on purpose.
Trying to do is follow the look of other UNSC air vehicles in Halo Infinite. It uses the same general look, materials, and shading that the Wasp and Pelican have. Ignore the bugged flames quickly. The thrusters are my favorite part of this thing. They look kind of like the thrusters on...
What?
Space rockets, and they'll expand or contract, a bit like my dog's rear end when he has to...
I swear I did not make this up. This is not a re-edit. He just said that... I'm speechless. I didn't even see this before. Well, I know what the title of the video is going to be. LNG says the Falcon looks like his dog's rear end when he's taking a shit. That's going to be something to that effect. Is going to be the video title now. That is embarrassing. Like, what did you do to this fucking dog's eye? Is my question. What did you do? Hit him with a Spartan lock figure or something? Like, what the fuck?
Go potty. The inside of the...
Go potty? This is a grown man! What grown man says go potty? LNG, you're not a kid anymore. You weren't even a kid when you started. You were closer to being a kid. You were still like a teenager or even in your 20s. I'm not exactly sure of your exact age. Right? We know you lied about fucking your mother buying you Sega Genesis, Sonic, and all that. We know that was a lie, but you're still an adult. What adult would say that? What the hell's wrong with you, man?
The cockpit is fairly detailed, and so is the carriage in the back. It's got lots of exposed pipes, wiring, and a neat industrial vibe. I really like the materials on the gunner's chairs as well. It's got this really nostalgic...
Only LNG would fucking close up on the fucking gunner's chairs and do a whole fucking bit on how the gunner's chairs look cool. No one is looking at the gunner's chairs when you play the fucking game. Nobody. The thrusters, though, everybody sees. And that shit is fucking weird. Why are they like expanding and shit? That should not happen. That should just not fucking happen at all. Why the thrusters should not be expanding like your dog's rear end when it's taking a shit. I'm sorry. The fact that you made that comparison now, that's now stuck in my head. Now I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking that the Falcon looks like some creature taking a shit. And every time I think about Halo Infinite from now on, I'm going to think about something taking a shit when I think about the Falcon. If that was your mission, then congratulations, because I already thought the game was fucking shit. I already thought it was dog shit, in fact. But now it literally looks like your dog's ass when it's taking a shit. That's what you said. And you're trying to put this in a positive spin. I couldn't write this. Like, I couldn't make this up, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Magic fiber. Speaking of the gunners, the carriage in the back has 4 spots, 2 gunners and 2 passengers. Passengers sort of squat down and can fire their weapon. The gunners on the left side of the Falcon have grenade launchers with an EMP or regular grenade that they can swap between.
So it's like the campaign Falcon from Reach, not the multiplayer Falcon.
While the right side gunners get a chain gun turret. Props also need to be given to the really cinematic...
Except it hasn't got a gun on the front, I think.
Camera angles chosen for the gunners and passengers in the back. I love the way the camera will follow the action and almost make it look like
Should you even be able to swap seats? I've never liked that feature.
Game cutscene when the player switches seats and moves about the back carriage. Vehicle damage and destruction to the Falcon leaves a bit to be desired, but that's sort of just a problem with all the vehicles in Halo Infinite, so I can't really...
Yeah, so everything looks like shit, again.
Blame the Falcon exclusively.
4 years later, where the fuck's the ray tracing? Where's the day to night transitions? Where is this shit?
Too much. I will say this though, I like that the explosion for the Falcon plays in slow motion, with debris and shrapnel also falling in slow-mo. It's a stylistic trick that Bungie did in their Halo games, which, according to Jamie Griesmer, helped make things like exploding vehicles, set pieces, etc. feel more cinematic and impactful during gameplay. The actual explosion asset still has that Halo Infinite smeary watercolor look, but the pacing of the explosion I think is really good stuff. So the Falcon is a welcome addition to Halo Infinite Sandbox.
Only 4 years late and looks like a dog taking a shit, by your words.
It's a bit rough around the edges, but so is Halo Infinite. And what it brings to the Infinite Sandbox can't be understated.
Now I can't get that out of my head. Like, every time I see the Falcon now on this game, I'm just going to think about someone taking a shit. Like, the back engines are taking a shit. The back engines are taking a shit, guys. And that's so fucking... That's such a weird design choice in of itself. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It feels great seeing these things buzzing around big team battle matches, and I appreciate that Halo Infinite's Falcon also has a ton of health, so it isn't constantly going down like the Reach Falcon.
And I object to that statement because I've skipped ahead to this bit before. I totally object to that statement, right? Because the reason that the Falcon is stronger in this game is because the weapons are weaker in this game. It's not actually the Falcon. There's no Spartan laser. Okay, so what are you taking this thing down with? A sniper rifle? Rockets? Without the Spartan laser, the Falcon in Reach would be like almost unstoppable with a fully manned crew on it. Like, the Falcon could whip Banshees all day and night, right? So it was one of the most powerful vehicles in the game, and really the only equalizer was like the Spartan laser or maybe a shed load of sniper rifle shots in that game. So it's going to take a bunch of hits to put it down in that game. So I don't understand where this idea that it dropped really easily, apart from the Spartan laser, and that's the only thing I can think of. But that's not in the game. That weapon isn't in this game because this game sucks. You don't have cool weapons in this game.
I want to touch on a few more things in the sandbox that I think are worth mentioning. The Mutilator received an audio pass. It's got new firing sounds.
I don't know what the Mutilator is because I don't play the game.
And slightly different reloads.
Looks like some kind of shit shotgun that wasn't in the campaign. I don't know.
Sounds to make it sound more alien-y. What do you think? I sort of like it. The Hydra saw an insane buff to its reload speed and general performance when locking onto other players. It's really aggressive now and doesn't take 5 to 6 business days to fully reload. A ton of weapons.
Hydra's a pointless gun, right? How does it take... Hold on a minute. How does it take 4 years for you to say, you know what, the Hydra, let's completely change the way the weapon works. Let's have it reload faster. Let's change the damage. Why not make a game at release and make it well so you don't have to keep patching it and changing things? What is the purpose? Nobody's going to fucking play. Okay? LNG sat there with his fucking paid fucking bullshit skins all over this fucking shit. He's paid by 343 to play it. Where's the actual player base? There isn't one. They left like 6 months after the game came out. It's over, right? Why are you patching this shit in 4 years later? Why not put the fucking ideas and everything into the next game? Why waste time and resources on this game? It's a dead horse. You're beating it. It's over. No one's playing the game, so why bother?
Weapons were also added to the weapon bench for customization. The plasma pistol, pulse rifle, stalker rifle, disruptor, cinder shot, sentinel beam, gravity hammer, and ravager are now fully customizable. There's also a new 50-tier battle.
So they just added all the brute weapons to be customizable. Again, this shit should have been in the game day one at launch. And then why do they do that? So they can sell you skins for those guns now. Right there. That's why they do it. We're not making any more money on these human weapons. Hey, let's put all the brute weapons in so we can sell skins for those now.
Battle Pass that's pretty great, and a ton of free goodies were added to the exchange that you can earn by just playing the game. Let me say that one more time, because there's actually a lot of people that don't know Halo Studios added this. In the shop...
It's because no one plays the fucking game! The game's dead. No one cares. No one's been back since the exchange was... You know when the exchange was put in? When I played Firefight, what was that, like 2023, 24? That was, at best, it was like a year ago. And it's probably longer than that, right? Because I don't even remember. It's probably like 2 years ago, right? It's over. If you don't know that there is a free exchange in the game, right? You haven't been playing since like the game came out, which is the majority of people. So who are you talking to? Your fan base, the sad cunts that watch your videos on a regular basis, these fuckers here, yeah, they are the fucking whales that buy microtransactions. They're the sad cunts on Twitter that don't even play the game, that just follow Halo channels for no fucking reason, because they exist. They know about the fucking exchange. So why you have to explain to people? I'm going to explain to people. No one's going to be watching your video for you to explain it to them, because no one gives a rat's ass about the game. It's over.
Up section of the main menu is this thing called the exchange. Everything in the exchange can be purchased with Spartan points.
No shit. This was added ages ago. What are you telling us for?
Spartan points are a bit like the credits in Halo Reach. You get them.
No, don't compare this game to Halo Reach. That's a fucking disgrace. Don't do it, man. I'm sick of it. Don't. Halo Reach, greatness. This, shit. You just said it's like a dog's fucking arse taking a shit. Thank you. That's the truth about the whole game. That should just be the whole fucking game. That's the truth.
By completing matches, doing challenges, and then you can spend them in the exchange on anything you want. This stuff is free. You can earn it by just...
Stop. So what? 95% of the game is behind a paywall. It's not even a free-to-play game. You have to buy the campaign. You gotta buy the campaign. You gotta buy every fucking decent skin in the game. You gotta buy Master Chief's armor. You gotta buy fucking other Master Chief armor and the fucking Spartan SPI fucking armor from the books and shit. Buy that. Like, what the hell, man? You have to buy the color white in every season, or the color blue, or the color red with like a pattern on it. It's ridiculous. oh, you're going to defend because, there's a free store, a free thing that was added later to try and do something, but it was too fucking late. Nobody cares. Everybody's already left the fucking building. It's over. Why are you still trying to defend this piece of shit game, crying about, oh, Battlefield, people are playing it? Battlefield is brand new. People are going to play it. It's going to have more player base than Halo. It'll have more player base than Halo, probably for longer than Halo had a fucking player base. And that's a paid game that's going to cost fucking $200 for the special edition or whatever the fuck it is, right? Or $150 or whatever the fuck it is, right? And it's still going to sell more than Halo. And people are still going to play it. Why? Because it's fucking Battlefield. It's a multi-platform release. And it's a brand, okay? That doesn't mean like in a month's time, in 2 months' time, in 3 months' time, that game's going to be a success, because that game was probably going to fall off a cliff as well, because nobody cares anymore, man. These games are not good, okay? Battlefield's never been good, in my opinion. But some people like it because they love fucking territories. Oh, fucking get fucking point A and point B and point C. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, Battlefield. Fuck off. But some people like it. But you're crying like, oh, people are playing Battlefield 6. That's the thumbnail. Really? Of course they're playing Battlefield 6. It's a new game. You know what else people are going to be playing? Fucking Helldivers when it comes to the Xbox. I don't like that game either, but guess what? They're going to be fucking playing that shit in August. They're not going to be playing Halo. They're going to be playing the Gears of War Reloaded that comes out in the same fucking day in August. They're not going to be playing Halo. Why? Because Halo is fucking dead. It was dead 6 months after release. Some would say 6 weeks after release. It's over. It's been over. It's dead. They're beating a dead horse. They did this with Halo 5. They did this with the MCC. They can't accept when a game is fucking dead and move the fuck on. There's no reason to keep patching it because nobody is playing the fucking game. Halo Reach didn't have this long of a life. Did not have anywhere near this long of a life. Yet everybody remembers that as a fucking decent game. Same with Halo 3, same with Halo 2. Everybody remembers these games. They didn't have these long fucking stupid ass fucking updates and shit. Are you kidding me? Halo fucking 3 didn't keep getting updated every fucking 5 minutes. They made Halo 3 and then in 2010 they made Halo Reach. What happened in between? They didn't add fucking stupid shit like this. They didn't waste time. They moved on and made the next game. That's what 343 needs to do. In fact, they need to fuck off and stop making games. Because they suck. But if they're gonna do it, then fucking get on with it. Stop fucking around with this game. This game is fucking over. It's dead. It's beyond dead.
And those are my thoughts. The new update is pretty good. And I want to make things fun for you guys. This is my fat Shih Tzu Pumpkin. Every like the video gets means that Pumpkin gets...
Remember, his dog's ass looks like the fucking Falcon.
Treat. I'll let Pumpkin know how much you all love him as I feed him. Come on. Look at those fat little paws.
Every time we like, you'll give him a treat. What if I dislike, right? Is he going to vomit it back up? Is he going to take a shit like the exhaust pipe on the Falcon? Like, what is the purpose of this shit? Like, why are you injecting your fucking dumbass dog into the fucking videos now? What is the point, man? Like, seriously, Halo is fucking dead and you need to move on. Like, Green Skull did it. Green Skull transitioned into some other bullshit. He's accepted Halo is dead and now you need to do it too. I know you tried to become a Destiny channel and that didn't work out for you. Okay, sorry to hear that, but this shit is dead. It's over. And it's only going to get worse. You're going to start losing, you're going to hemorrhage subscribers, and it's going to get less and less profitable. Because Halo is fucking dead. They killed it. You helped kill it by continually pretending there's nothing wrong. And pretending, like, putting a positive spin on it all the fucking time. Like you have done since Halo 5 and the MCC. No, MCC wasn't broken. And then Halo 5 is a good game, even though you put on fake smiles, which you've got you on record saying, and all this shit. And what for? What fucking for? The game is dead. Just accept it. You can't go on like this. We can't go on like this. Stop taking 343's money and do something else. The game is dead. Move on. Feel free to subscribe, guys. I'll see you later.
Ignore the bugged flames quickly. The thrusters are my favorite part of this thing. They look kind of like the thrusters on space rockets, and they'll expand or contract, a bit like my dog's rear end when he has to go fat shit.